Good morning, Pisces, wherever you are in this world. I'm just coming into the energy. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But even if you're not a Pisces, you're still welcome here. Cross watchers are welcome. And if the message resonates for you, it resonates. But that being said, it's not going to resonate for everybody. So take what does and leave the rest. If you'd like a reading that is specific to your own situation, you can definitely find a link to my website in the description box below. That being said, what do we got for Pisces today on December 3rd? Making a choice. Some of you got decisions. You're weighing out the pros and cons. You're thinking things through. You're trying to decide what is going to be the best outcome. What door do you want to go through? What is going to bring you the most satisfaction? Making a choice. 3-0. There could be third party interference. That could be, other people. That could be other things. And what's crossing you as your challenge is heal the ouch. Okay? Something needs to be healed here. And maybe even the reason why you have to make a choice is because whatever is in your surrounding environment right now, or the people in your surrounding environment right now, it could be causing an issue in terms of reopening old wounds. So now it comes down to, do you write off what is causing you the pain or reopening old sad parts of yourself, old memories, doors to the past that you thought were closed and done and locked and sealed? Or is it time that you do the work and go within? But I also feel that I'm hearing right now, it's not so easy to just do the work and go within. And you're right. Whoever will say that, you're absolutely right. It isn't easy. And I think that's why it's been avoided for so long. But some of you need to, and this is if you want to, if you're ready, because it's like opening Pandora's box. Some of you may need to reach out for some support, or you need to, a suggestion would be to find certain ways to work through whatever this is that's surfacing for you. Maybe once you do that, you'll be able to bridge the gap between the two polar opposites here. Maybe then making a choice will be much easier. And with that 3, I'm really feeling as though it would be good to let somebody else in to help you out, or even to get some ideas from someone else on how to move forward with whatever your situation is. Find a process to unearthing and digging up whatever needs to be uprooted so that it doesn't continue to grow and manifest, right? Because what we resist persists. It's like if you tell yourself don't think about something, you're going to think about it, and you'll continue to think about it, and it'll become harder and harder and harder until you get to the point where you just have to say, okay, yeah, you know what, I'm thinking about this. Then once you do, okay, and then allow yourself to, and then maybe even get a notepad, get it out. But the less you stop fighting it, the more you'll be able to make peace with it. Breathe into it, right? They're only thoughts. Thoughts can't hurt you, and thoughts don't mean that there's anything that you have to necessarily be scared of all of the time, right? Strength, wow. And I saw this card in the pre-shuffle. You are being tested right now. You are definitely being tested right now. You're being tested in terms of your faith, in terms of what it is that you're capable of. Perhaps there was a feeling of contentment for a little while, and now all of a sudden something is getting shaken up. It's easy to get upset with spirit. It's easy to get upset with the world because, there's many times that you feel as though you're going at it alone, right? You see this person, she's all alone carrying the world, right? But if you look at the world really isn't solid, so it's an illusion. What you're carrying, my Pisces, is the thoughts, the pressures, the weights, and you feel like you're alone. But to get that stability, which is number 4, which would make 8 as well, it comes down to testing your resolve. And how you get stronger and build resilience is by having consistent strength, right? And having it tested. It's like having, it's like a diamond, right? A diamond is a rock, but the more that it is chiseled and it is worked on and it is, you know, heated and put under so much pressure, it becomes the most beautiful thing, because then the truth of it emerges. So whatever this decision is, you're being tested. At least that's what I'm getting from these cards. It doesn't necessarily mean, like I said, it doesn't mean it's your situation. Ooh, and of course you were tested, because in your recent past here, you've got mountain. Something's been challenging. Something has been hard. Something has been pushing you to your limits. Some of you think, do I go into the mouth of the mountain? Some of you are like, do I go around the mountain? Some of you are like, do I climb the mountain? And then when I climb the mountain, what's at the top? Right? And the difficult part, I'm hearing, pull me down, pull me down. The more you climb and the higher you get in life, the more you're going to be tested. People are going to come at you. They're going to try and bring you down. That is because they're building your strength and your courage. How much can you take? That builds character. It's not fun. Nobody likes to go through it, but that's what I feel a lot of you are going through with these cards. The challenge could be emotional, it could be physical, it could be mental. But the moon is there. The moon is there to guide you. You can make an adventure out of it. Maybe explore those pieces of yourself. Like I was saying back here with the needing to unearth what's been going on inside of you. But really, I think the challenge is to discern what is yours versus what is theirs. What is really your problem versus what is somebody else's problem, and what are they bringing to the table? And if they are bringing something to the table, is it any good, or is it just causing you more stress? So look at it as though it's an opportunity to explore a dark cave. Go into that cave, go into the mouth there, and see what's inside. Is it you? Is it them? Oh, and as I say that, Golden Palace. Then you get to see as well all of the light inside of you, and you get to get back in touch with who you are. Get in touch with your strength. Get in touch with your perseverance. Get in touch with who you are so that you feel more stable and grounded. And as you do that, the world around you begins to change, because 23, so 2 plus 3 is 5, which is changes through conflict, because 5 is conflicts. So whatever has been pressuring you, whatever has been pushing you, whatever has been causing upheaval in your life is making you stronger, because the more it comes at you, the more you become resilient to it, right? And so now you're becoming the mountain, and sitting firm, sitting strong, and also by doing it, you're finding out other beautiful parts of yourself. Maybe you're finding the strength you never even knew you had, because this is in your subconscious. So in your subconscious, it's saying, this is what we need to call on. Some of you may have not been allowed to be strong. Maybe every time you tried to stand up for yourself, you had pushback and resistance. So that could have been what the choice is now, right? Because it comes down to allowing these people to push you around and make you feel so small. Or do you make that choice and take the other route? Strength is a double-edged sword. You could take the pressure that is being thrown at you and you can turn it into weakness and allow it to hurt you. Victim consciousness, right? And that's easy to do. And you're right, there's nothing wrong with feeling as though the world has done you wrong, because the world is a harsh place. It can be. But also, if you change your mindset and look at it as, okay, each time something comes at me that is hard, it's just making me stronger. So what are you going to do with it, right? It's how you look at it. And a lot of us, again, our pain, we hold on to it because it helps us in some way, shape, or form. Find out what the benefit is, why you're holding on to it. Is it because it helps you to connect with others? Does it help you connect in terms of getting support? Because that 30 there, so 3 plus 0 is 3, which is cooperation and collaboration. If you're in pain, does that mean that others will come and spend that time with you? Sometimes it's learned helplessness, and it's not a bad thing. Maybe that's the only way you could ever get caring and attention and anyone to give you any support, right? Because I'm really looking at this cute little raccoon here who's trying to help the fox. But now I think you're kind of done with it, because I think you're at a struggle between wanting to be strong. Now I think you want to come out and show just how big and powerful you really are. So I think you're at a beautiful turning point. What is this in regards to, please, Spirit? Justice. See? Fairness, balance, double-edged sword. Thank you, Spirit. Confirming it. It's the truth. And it's the truth about who you are. But I don't think you really had a chance to know who you are yet. And that's why you've got to go within that tunnel. Where is it? That tunnel there. So that you can really find the light. Do you see what I mean? It's like, once you go into the darkness, all of a sudden there's nothing to be afraid of, because then all of a sudden you'll see what's in the darkness, right? That's where that light comes in. It's a paradox. Everything seems to be a paradox in life. But there's something about a truth here that you need. And it's interesting because you're weighing out so much in your mind. And I also hear tread carefully. I'm treading carefully. Yes, you are treading carefully. But maybe it's time. And what's trying to come out of your subconscious is the strength. So maybe it's time to let go of whatever it is that's been holding you back. Make that choice to show up for yourself. Be authentic. And that's how you build your golden palace. The place that you want to be. Your castle, if you will, on top of the hill. See what I mean? So it's like, once you do that exploration, all of a sudden you've built your castle on top of that mountain. Wow, next card that came out, Strength. There it is. Speaking of that double-edged sword, the problem with Strength too is that it will draw out people's weaknesses. So the stronger you get, other people are going to want to tear you down because you're reflecting to them something they don't have. And that makes them difficult. That makes them challenging. And I think that that's what this card is saying and what this reading is about right now. Is it's time to make the choice. Do you want to be strong? Or do you want to show up as passive and as the nice person, or a little bit weaker in order to get people's approval and help? Maybe there is a blockage between the two, because maybe you don't look at it in terms of gray. Maybe you're looking at it in terms of black or white. I have to be strong or I'm weak. Or I have to be weak because then if I show my strength, then I won't get what I need. So it's interesting in terms of bridging that gap, those polarizing thoughts, and realizing that you can be both. Do you know what I mean? You can be both. There exists parallel realities. It's just like having two emotions at one time. So it's not a blanket approach to everything. So what I think it's saying here is that in your weakness you find strength, and in your strength you find weakness. What are you focusing on? But you can be both. You don't have to be one or the other. And maybe it's a matter of realizing which choice you make and how you show up, and you need to discern that by who you have around you. That could be what it is about. What face, what mask are you going to put on that you're surviving in different situations? It's interesting. This is very intense, Spirit. It's like, what? Manifesting. This is about power. This is about everything that you're capable of doing. Spirit says it's time, because you are manifesting. You're creating your golden palace. And funny enough, if you look at all of these cards that have come out for you, there's all one person in each one except for the strength. It's a lion. But I guess what I'm saying here is this is about your own personal power right now. This is about your own manifestations, and this is about becoming the incredible person that you are. And it's time to manifest what you are. But you also have to heal the fears of being alone. Because it's through being alone that you find the most important person in the world who's going to guide you through everything. It was like this question that was asked. I was watching a motivational video, and the question was, if you could choose one person in the entire world, only one, and you get to be one of those people, you can only choose one to go to an island with. Who would you choose to go there with for the rest of your life? And my first answer was me, because I can depend on me. I can rely on me. I can make things happen. I know that if something needs to get done, I can get it done. But I also know that during those times when things feel rough, I can also draw on my strength to heal any pain that I have, because I can show up for me. And once I got to that point, then I realized I'm creating my own world. I am creating my own palace, my own existence. So I don't know if this makes sense to anybody. I don't know if this helps anybody, but let's get you. This is like a spiritual guidance reading. Let's get you some advice. Surrender fear. There it is. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Remember what I said about taking those little parts. It doesn't have to be one big swoop. It doesn't have to be climb the mountain overnight. It's about going in, explore the cave, explore the rocks around, explore the divots, the crevices, see what's in it, find what treasures, what's growing there. Is it a cactus or is it a fragrant flower? What is growing? Bring light into it. And the only way you can bring light into it is when you actually go on that trip of exploration. All right, you guys. I think you'll also find too that as you do that and as the light shines on it, you're going to find treasures inside of you never knew you had. And then just wait. Once you find the truth about some situations, truth apart from stories that you've been telling yourself, all of a sudden you've got it balanced. All right, you guys, sending you so much love, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take it easy. Bye.